Yo, what's up team, we're back, got another video, some more updates. We've got a few things in the mail and we've also got a few things to do. So first off, I'm going to show you this. This is the downpipe for the wastegate that I'm going to be using. It's actually, oh, it's not the full downpipe, but it's the bit that connects into the main exhaust downpipe. Here is a factory cut so it can fit the 2.5 inch exhaust tube. And then the other end just welds onto another bit of tube that goes into the actual wastegate. We've got the flange here for the actual exhaust on the turbo. Just the standard T3, T4, 5 bolt flange and gasket. We've also got our oil feed line. It is right here as well. So this is just a 4-foot -4 AN line. We haven't got the fittings yet, but they are on the way. So once they come, we'll connect all those up. I'll show you on the video that and screw it into the car. So here we got the manifold that I've drilled, the 38mm hole for the wastegate. I've had to get the welders we know to weld it on, so thank you to Tableau Traders for doing that for me. Here's a quick look at it. It looks pretty good. So I drilled the hole down here and then they welded on the flange onto the pipe for me and then the whole unit onto the manifold for me. I've got the manifold, I've got the wastegate sitting on there at the moment. It's not tight, but it's just loose so I can gauge where the actual pipe is going to go. So the exhaust comes out here and I'm hoping to route it through, oh, move out the way. Hoping to route it from here down and down there and then under, which means the wastegate will come from here down and connect to the downpipe with that connection that I showed you before. That's factory cut. We also have the oil drain hose fitted properly. We had to order the 90-degree hose because the straight hose bent too much and it kind of pinched in the middle. So I'll show you that real quick too. You might not be able to see as well, but you can see it in there. The 90-degree hose, it looks a lot better and fits a lot better than the straight hose did. Also, now I know that the wastegate is going to be sitting about there. I can tighten this nipple up here and run my line going from there down to the compressor housing nipple, as you can see there, and I can clamp that up. Water line's ready to go in there, other one is ready as well. And the oil feed, I showed you before the line and I'm still waiting for the fittings on that. But once I receive that, turbo lines are complete and I think I'll be on to the intercooler and piping after that. So we've sussed out a few things. We just put the pod filter on just for kind of idea of what it's going to look like and what it's kind of going to be with fitment and all that stuff. So we have that down in there. Have this little hose not on properly, but just as another idea what it's going to be. So that fits well with the radiator as well as the line. And I was looking down here, I should have enough clearance for the exhaust to come from here and come down here and match up with the stock exhaust that goes back under. But the next thing that I was thinking is the intercooler piping. So obviously you're going to come from throttle body and I don't want to relocate the battery, so I'm thinking that I come over around here and then I shoot down there underneath the coolant and just drill that hole out a bit bigger. If I can do that, then that'll be really nice because then it's going to come straight from under there. It'll come straight from under there where that hole is, around the front of the chassis and straight into the intercooler, which will be mounted around this area somewhere. I'm not sure about the other side because the turbo is actually in a decently bad place. The connection is there facing down, so I'm gonna have to get a 90-degree hose and somehow bring it around here somewhere so it can fit into the intercooler. But yeah, that's the end of today's video, guys. Most of the turbo components are actually pretty much done, so what's left is just the main parts like the intercooler, and I've actually got a alternator belt to do because I took the air conditioning out and that was connected to that belt, so I need to get a shorter belt for that. But alternator belt, intercooler piping and exhaust downpipe is pretty much all that's left, and then we might be able to start her up and have a listen and see what she sounds like. Cheers.